So I thought I'd do a little review video, and it'll also act as a reminder for when I'm packing for our next trip. So we have more siding we could take off, but I don't think that's going to be our focus. We'll bring a few more rocks to increase our rocks for up front. We'll need them later. We need some clippers. We're going to finish trimming this tree down, or bush, and then it needs to happen so I can get into this and fix this whole corner. You can see where it's kind of caved in here. Definitely damaged down in here. We really need some crushed stone. I need to crawl underneath there and get this closed in like this over here. This is how we need it all to look. But again, I don't know if that's going to happen next trip. I would like to work on this. I thought I would get to that today, but I did not. Really would look good if I could get that done. We twisted this out, so I want to see what effect that has, because this can't continue getting wet like it is, or I'm going to be redoing that whole area again, and I really don't want to do that. We did put in the bee stop, and you can see one trying to figure out what it's supposed to do now because it can't get into its house. And we have another one here too. So I didn't see any earlier, but now I've seen them, so it's like they were hibernating someplace else and came back. I don't know. We do have the doors. That's looking really good. So I need to cut the boards for on top there. And the roof situation that's the highest priority. We have about, well, I don't know if we can see from down here. I guess if we go across the road, we'll be able to see. Yeah, you can see the top that I have done, but that's only about 1/3. So I need to bring more aluminum. I'm pretty good on screws. And to get off the roof and onto it to hook up, I need to bring the L channel aluminum that I have. I need to cut my pieces, and that'll be a topic of another video. These will act as snow guards and a way for me to walk up and down that roof, because it's getting kind of tricky. I had to come off it last night without. Once you're tied off, it's great, but when you untie, then you got to get off the roof. Let's see, what else do we have to bring? So definitely more aluminum, L channel, that's very high priority. I think we're good. Roof-wise, we're good on other stuff. And we can always start working on any of this if we get time, but it's just, we're not to that yet. We got to get the stuff that we tore off all taken care of. We really could, I think we're low on 2-inch nails. The 2-inch siding nails. And they are very helpful for doing nailing in here. Getting those ready. Which we need to work on this one. This one looks terrible. But I do have some extra pieces over there, so I probably can get this looking pretty good. Okay, the steps is something we've been talking about. So I really think the distance here is too short. It's not really. It's not even the width of my foot. And it's 19 inches to the top of the deck here. So it's too much for just one step. You really have to have 2 steps. So I'm pretty sure what we're going to do, and we got some bad boards here and over here. So if we were to bring in some concrete blocks or something and cut this in and over, we could have our steps start right here and go up. Even if they started right here. If they started right here and went in, look how much more protected these things would be. And technically, see where the sidewalk is? We are out into the sidewalk a little bit. If we make those treads wider, we'll be out in there another foot and someone could trip on it. So we just talked about it, and we both agree that if we bring them into there, we're going to have to put in some support underneath because there's a piece that goes across here. But if we bring them in, even if we bring them into here, we're not much past the columns. So I should be able to cut that out, and I think it'll look pretty cool, and it'll be much more protected. So that's going to be definitely a up and coming project, is these steps right here. Okay, that's all I can think of for right now. We got Ava and Maya, they're ready to go. Ready to call it a weekend. Okay, time to get traveling.